Well, Simon, that's 3 wins in 4 games now for your team after that win at Weymouth. What's that done for confidence around the place at the minute?
Yeah, nice to get the wins, of course. I think we're still not completely satisfied with our level of performance. Still work in progress there. We've still got to chip away at a few things, but of course, good to get the points on the board. Good to get the wins, particularly a win, away from home. Difficult conditions on Saturday. So mood's good. Players have trained well again, bounced back into our training week, and obviously all focused now on Saturday.
I remember after the game at Halifax, you weren't happy with the way that your side reacted to going a goal behind in that game. Whatever you said has worked since then, though, because the last 2 games you've had to come from behind to win. What does that say about the character in the team?
Yeah, we're still not happy with going goals behind. Let's be clear about that. But I wasn't happy with the resilience in key moments, really, that we didn't show. And I think some of that, I think we've seen the division at the minute how, sometimes teams take turns in being low on confidence almost. And I think we were having a spell where we were a little bit low on confidence. And when moments go against you, not for you, you can, in them moments you can lose a bit of concentration down to confidence. Your energy doesn't feel quite the same as what it does when you're 1-0 up. All things that still manageable and you still have to deal with, but certainly things that you have to fight your way through and get through from a mental perspective. So I think it was, of course, a conversation we've had the last couple of weeks, and just making sure really that going a goal down is part and parcel of football sometimes, and you have to maintain that discipline and professionalism, and keep your focus on the job in hand over the 90 minutes plus. And I think what we did do, certainly in the Wrexham game and certainly in the game Weymouth on Saturday, we did maintain that focus, and thankfully for us, we got back into the game and went on to win them.
Ollie Crankshaw obviously had a big impact off the bench at Weymouth, and I thought it was impressive straight away. You could see he had a good understanding with his new teammates, in particular Macca and Paddy as well. Positive early signs there for him.
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was a really positive debut from Ollie. He came on into the game. There was some spaces which we felt he could come on and hurt, and I think it's right the way he combined and connected with the likes of Paddy and Macca was certainly encouraging to see. So hopefully that's something he can build on now, and we want them relationships all over the pitch, not just in 1 or 2 specific areas. We want everyone connecting together, and but yeah, absolutely encouraging for Ollie on his first 20-25 minutes for the club.
There was a full round of National League fixtures, not including us in midweek. So some crazy results as well that kind of sum up the division at the minute. Did you have an eye on those games and what was happening?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I went out and took a game in. With all of the staff, we try and get around and watch the games, live. You do see something different to what you see on the video. The results are probably a reflection of the league this year, in that it's very competitive. A lot of strong teams who have progressed from last season, who have put some finance into their football clubs, whether it be going full time, Woking for example, or obviously the more noticeable ones in perhaps Wrexham, Chesterfield, ourselves, Notts County, and then you've got the teams such as Halifax who are in good form at the minute, and that is making the league very interesting, and also throwing up some interesting results along the way, and that ebbs and flows during the course of the season. I think what it indicates to me is the importance of our own consistency, and maintaining them performance levels throughout the season as much as we can, and giving ourselves the best possible chance of picking results up week in, week out, because the league does tell you this year that it's a tough league and it's competitive, and there are surprises along the way.
We've seen Zeke Friars back in training this week, which is obviously great to see, but also after such a composed debut from Ethan Pye last Saturday, has that given you something to think about this weekend?
Yeah, there's always headaches, probably a new headache. I'm really pleased for Ethan. I think I touched on last week that I've been impressed with him since I've come into the club. He's had to chip away, he's had to train hard, as these things tend to happen, his opportunity came along through someone else's misfortune. Zeki's on the day, and he took it well and he acquitted himself really well. So yeah, something to think about moving forwards. But that's what we want as a football club, that healthy level of competition, and it's really great that it's coming from an 18-year-old who's probably not got a huge reputation preceding him. So that's really nice for us as a football club, a real plus.
We also saw pictures last week of Jordan Keane and Scott Quigley back in training. Could we see them back this weekend?
In contention, obviously, in particular with Scott, the fact that it wasn't an isolated incident with his hamstring. Obviously, we have to tread carefully in his reintegration into the group. And Keano, I think the games he played, he acquitted himself really well. So he's been training, he's been pushing hard. So again, both players in contention, but also, we won't be making any overzealous decisions about putting them back in before we're fully confident that they're ready.
You've spoken at length in the past about how important a good home record is going to be this season. So with that in mind, how good did it feel to get that first home win of the season last weekend?
Yeah, listen, obviously it was great, the nature of it. I think it made it quite a special day. The attendance on the day was brilliant. The support from both sides, has to be said, was there for everyone to see. And I think in particular the way we bounced back from the disappointment early on made the win probably a little bit extra special given the type of opponent we were playing on the day. So yeah, good to get the home win, and hopefully now that can be a really, really strong platform that we can bounce off on. But I must say as well, the Grimsby game I felt should have been 3 points for us. We weren't far away in that, and of course the other games we've learned what we needed to learn from them, and hopefully we're moving forward in a positive fashion now.
Well, what kind of challenge do you expect from Aldershot this weekend? Because I suppose on the face of it, it looks like a game where the onus might be on you to go and take the game to them and try and break them down. Is that fair to say? Yeah,
probably. But as you've just rightly pointed out before, there's been a lot of crazy results in a minute, so you've got to have your guard up. I'm not expecting certainly an easy game. They don't exist. If only they did. But we will have to be very mindful of what threat they will offer, and again, new manager into the building for them, so there'll be a fresh impetus. With that change, it might be a different style of play. Obviously, we've had 3 or 4 games where you can have a look at that and see what they may or may not do. But look, the bottom line is, and I say it every week, and it's because I absolutely mean it, to get 3 points in this division, whether you're home or away, you need to play well. You need to be at it, and you need to be good at the basics that really matter, both boxes, for example. So, there'll be no change of play from that point of view. You can get 3 points on the board, and we're expecting a tough game.
How important in those kind of games is it also to remain patient, where maybe you are the favourites, you have a lot of the ball, but you're going up against a side that's maybe more defensive-minded than you?
Yeah, I don't put tags on us. I don't tell the players that we're favourites or we're not favourites. We go into the game with the same attitude and commitment levels that we want in all of the games. So whatever noise people might want to put on the fixture, I'll leave that to them. I focus on the players and our job in hand. And at the end of the day, we're playing against other professional footballers. And there are challenges that come with that. There's there are moments in the game where we do have to be patient, and we do have to make sure that we're not getting panicked in decisions that we don't want to make, and we're playing the games as much as possible on our terms. And of course, you've got to manage everything that comes with that. And the unpredictability and the beauty of football is you never know what's going to come in these matches, and we always have to be ready to adapt and react to whatever is in front of us.
Simon, thank you for your time and good luck at the weekend.
Thank you.